Hello, friends. This is another episode of the program Empire of Lies, in which we discuss manipulation and disinformation in the Russian media. Tomahawk as a political signal. What Skabeeva is really explaining to the world. Russian airwaves have once again broadcast a signal that Europeans should hear not as propaganda, but as a revelation. The latest episode of Olga Skabeeva's program discussed the transfer of American Tomahawk cruise missiles with a range of up to 2,500 kilometers to Ukraine. But behind the talk of missiles lay not a military but a political manifesto, a warning and simultaneously blackmail aimed at the West. The nearly 10-minute segment doesn't simply report news, it constructs a new picture of the world where Russia is the last rational actor, the United States is the source of chaos, and Europe is a weak-willed extra whose decisions only add fuel to the fire. 1. The Tomahawk as a symbol of a new phase of war. For the viewer, Skabeeva creates a simple chain. Zelensky asks for missiles. Trump hesitates. Moscow warns of irreversible consequences. This logic is intended to convey the idea that the supplies are not an act of support, but a direct provocation by Russia. The entire plot is built on the idea that the Tomahawk issue is not a technical one, but a moral one. If the US agrees, they will allegedly take a step toward global catastrophe. The presenter presents the threat as a natural reaction, turning escalation into a form of reasonable defense. In an interview with Fox News, Zelensky confirmed that he is currently negotiating the transfer of Tomahawk cruise missiles with a range of 2,500 kilometers. Axio, citing informed sources, is revealing details of these negotiations. The issue was allegedly discussed during 2 emergency phone calls between Zelensky and US President Trump, which took place over the past 48 hours. Well, that is, the issue was discussed all weekend. Trump himself stated that ending the Ukrainian war is unlikely to help him get to heaven. And, in fact, the American president is no longer convinced that he is destined for heaven. Although, according to Trump himself, he has done an extraordinary amount to improve people's lives, there are no specifics regarding the Tomahawks. Trump has now promised to discuss the issue with the Russian president.